Welcome to SVG-TV News for Saturday, July 16, 2016. I'm Sharon Garraway with the details. 40 persons received certificates of participation as they successfully completed the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank's ECCCB Small Business Management Workshop Part 1 at a graduation ceremony last night at French's House. The course was executed in conjunction with the University of the West Indies and the Center for Enterprise Development in a unit under the Ministry of Economic Development. Speaking at the ceremony, Felix Lewis, the General Manager of the Center for Enterprise Development, commended the graduates for their hard work and commitment in completing the course. Lewis added that there are several business opportunities and noted that one must be prepared in order to capitalize on them.
And sometimes it happens that you are prepared, and we call it luck. We're lucky. No, just happen to be prepared when that opportunity passes you. And that is why we say it's good luck. The opportunities are there, but it takes entrepreneurship and a mindset that places no limits on our ambition to recognize and exploit them. The just concluded workshop provides you with some of the tools that would inform your choices and decisions in business. This has the potential to open new doors with respect to business opportunities, in addition to improving the performance of your ongoing enterprise. It also means that what you have learned here must be put to good use. It makes no sense spending all these Fridays doing this and then don't implement it. It can't impact the business until you implement what you learn.
Giving the featured address was Minister of Economic Planning and Sustainable Development, Camilo Gonsalves, who noted that small businesses play an increasingly vital role in the economy of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Gonsalves noted that in the United States, small business account for 50% of employment and accounted for 3/4 of all new jobs created, thus playing a critical role in the U.S. economy. Minister Gonsalves added that whilst the U.S. economy model cannot be simply copied to work in SVG, small business is still a vital element of development of resources, innovation, and quality service.
We want small businesses. We want you to play a similar role. Our modern economy must be nimble and responsive to challenges and opportunities. And I know you had some discussions in your sessions about opportunities. And small businesses that are always on the vanguard of being nimble and responsive. A big, heavy corporation, a big, heavy government, a big truck takes a longer time to turn around than a small, nimble vehicle or a person. And that's what small businesses are. Our economy must increasingly rely on innovation and on quality service. And all the data show that small businesses lead the way in terms of innovation, whether it's new products or new ways of doing business, and also in delivering quality service.
Also giving remarks was the resident representative of the ECCB, Elretha Miguel, who encouraged the graduates to utilize the knowledge gained to make their businesses successful.
Graduates, I wish you every success as you go out there, having equipped yourself. And when we met one of the facilitators, or I think it was Felix or somebody, said they didn't understand how in carnival time everybody's down the road at the bar, and you would come here every Friday evening at 5 o'clock. So please don't let those 5 o'clock Friday evenings go to waste. I wish you all the very best. Thank you.
Meanwhile, two of the successful participants of the ECCB Small Business Management Workshop, Karen James and Tabia Matthews, expressed gratitude for the opportunity gained and the knowledge they earned to succeed in their business.
These choices that I have made as a result of the knowledge I receive here would significantly reduce my overhead and afford me the time to concentrate on other business ventures. I'm indeed grateful for the opportunity and thankful for those who have made it possible. I say thank you to the facilitators and to the organizations that were involved in changing my outlook on my business. Madam Chair.
Mrs. Murray equipped us with the knowledge of the needed skills to stay on top of our business finances and how to take control of our business operations. She reminded us that many businesses in St. Vincent and the Grenadines have failed because of poor financial planning. So this module truly encouraged us to make sound financial decisions to ensure the solvency of our businesses. Overall, it became clear that each module acts as pillars holding up our businesses, each dependent on the other, but extremely vital in its own way. Thank you.
And as the Summer Crash Academy 2016 program prepares to get underway, Jolene Lewis, founder of the organization, spoke to SVG-TV that there was a strong need for the program. She explained that there was a growing demand and it would be held at the Trumaka, Ontario Secondary School. She added that the program, which trains children and teens in academics, sports, benefits persons greatly.
Summer Crash Academy Inc. came about as a need was identified in the North Leeward area to assist persons in making themselves more marketable by becoming computer savvy. This initial workshop was so successful that parents requested one for their children. Hence, Summer Crash Academy Inc. Kids Workshop was born. The idea for this program bloomed from a love to ensure that children were provided with as many opportunities possible to improve their cognitive development. Not only do we seek to meet and exceed the cognitive needs of the children, but we ensure that they have the basic supplies for re-entering their respective schools. All of the necessary materials the students need for each subject area are provided. The students' safety and well-being is of paramount importance, and as such, we ensure that they are provided with lunch and that snacks are accessible to them.
The organization has partnered with the National Telecommunications Regulatory Commission, NTRC, to have an app-building program for youngsters ages 13 to 18. Karen Duncan, the USF administrator at the NTRC, stated that they initially had the app-building program at the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Community College, but thought that the shift of location to afford more youngsters in the rural area was necessary.
We saw the need to go into the communities and give training to students during the summer to have them be able to build mobile apps. And thus we came up with the idea of the My App program. This year, however, we saw the need to decentralize its location, as we don't want persons in the rural areas being disadvantaged. And as such, we identified the Summer Crash program being put on in North Leeward and decided to partner with Summer Crash in delivering our My App program. Registration is $50, so I urge all persons in North Leeward and the surrounding areas to apply, come to the program, and get the opportunity to be able to develop mobile application programs.
Persons can register at the Trumaka Secondary School for the App Building Program, which runs from July 25th to September 2nd. The fee registration is $50. Chief Medical Officer Dr. Simone Keyser Beach is encouraging persons to keep their surroundings clean to reduce the risk of contracting the diseases caused by the Aedes aegypti mosquito. In an interview last week, Dr. Keyser Beach highlighted that a person contracted a strain of the Zika virus called the Guillain-Barré and was in stable condition while receiving the necessary treatment. The Chief Medical Officer emphasized that a clean surrounding reduces the breeding of mosquitoes.
You to turn over any containers that might be holding water that you're not using. If you have water stored, you need to cover those containers securely. And what we know is that lots of septic tanks with the vents, they breed mosquitoes there, and we're advising that you cover the vents with some sort of fine mesh to prevent the mosquitoes getting in and breeding in the septic tanks. Also look at any gutters where water may collect and the mosquitoes could breed. The most important step to avoid Zika and the possible complications such as the Guillain-Barré syndrome, which is weakness to the point where somebody might have difficulty breathing, or the association between Zika and the small head babies or the microcephaly, is to reduce the mosquito that carries the Zika. And at the same time, you'll be reducing your risk of of getting dengue fever and chikungunya, which are still circulating in St. Vincent because they're carried by the same mosquito.
In the wee hours of the morning, residents of Kittels were awakened with the sad news of the death of Frank Julio Hendrickson. According to reports, the 50-year-old deceased Hendrickson suffered a sudden death as a window fell on his neck. SVG-TV News spoke with the police, who stated that the deceased was in the area of Kittels, Chauncey, on the leeward side of the country, the night of Friday, July 15th, where he was reportedly under the influence of alcohol. Hendrickson proceeded to climb through a small window of an abandoned building, where it appeared to be the vicinity where he would usually frequent. A post-mortem is scheduled to be performed on Monday, July 18th, and SVG-TV News will bring you more on the matter as it comes to hand.